Welcome to my YouTube channel. Dive into the world of wellness and health through our inspiring podcasts. Discover practical advice and deep insights to improve your daily life. The books featured in our videos are in description to continue the adventure together. Subscribe and join us on this journey towards a healthier, more fulfilling life.
Okay, so are you ready to get a little deeper? Today, we're really going to dive into something a bit different. Health and nutrition.
I love it. Let's do it.
Not your typical stuff.
Okay.
We're going to Tim Ferriss's The 4-Hour Body. Have you heard of this?
Oh, absolutely. A classic.
This book, let me tell you, it throws a lot of curveballs.
Yeah, it really challenges the norms, right? Like the conventional wisdom around
Absolute.
health and fitness and nutrition. It's not your typical diet book. It's not like, here's the strict regimen, you have to follow this to the letter.
Totally.
It's much more about kind of experimenting, finding what works for you.
So
That's what I love about it.
It's not just like grapefruit and kale for 30 days.
No, thank goodness, right?
Okay, good.
I think what Ferriss does really well is he kind of questions those assumptions that we have. Like, for example, this idea that we have to be eating all these small meals throughout the day, right?
Like grazing.
Yeah, exactly, grazing. He actually suggests that maybe that's not the most effective way to manage your weight or even your energy levels.
Okay.
He suggests maybe fewer meals, more strategically timed, maybe even incorporating things like intermittent fasting. And that's just one example. There's so much in there that really kind of shakes things up.
Now we got to talk about the title.
Yeah.
The 4-Hour Body.
That's a bold statement.
Like, is this real? Is he saying we can get ripped at 4 hours a week? Like, what is the deal here?
I mean, I think that the 4-hour body is more of a concept than like a literal promise, right? You're not going to get, the perfect physique in 4 hours. But it is about this idea of efficiency. Right?
Right.
Like, how can we optimize our time and effort to get the most out of our bodies, our health, our fitness? So he's arguing that you don't have to spend hours and hours in the gym every day to see results. You don't have to obsess over every single calorie you consume.
Got it.
It's about finding those kind of smart techniques, those hacks, if you will, that can really kind of amplify your efforts.
So give us a little taste of some of the things he dives into. What are these hacks?
Well, one of the most popular things from the book is the slow-carb diet.
Okay.
And this is all about focusing on slow digesting carbohydrates, things like lentils and beans, and lean proteins, like chicken breast, fish, things like that, and really limiting refined carbs and sugars.
Okay, so that part's not too crazy.
No, that part's pretty standard, right?
Yeah.
But then, here's the twist, he actually encourages planned cheat days.
Whoa!
Like, once a week, you can go nuts, eat whatever you want.
See, now I'm a little skeptical.
Right. It seems counterintuitive, right? You're like, wait a minute, I thought we were trying to be healthy.
Yeah, isn't that going to undo everything?
But his argument is that it actually helps with adherence in the long run.
Okay.
Because you're not depriving yourself. You have this kind of like release valve, and it actually can help boost your metabolism. There's some science behind it.
Okay.
But again, it's about that sustainability, right? Like finding something you can stick with.
Right.
Because if you're miserable, you're not going to follow any diet for very long.
That's true.
No matter how good it is.
So it sounds like Ferriss is all about figuring out what works for you, not a cookie-cutter approach.
Absolutely. I think what he's really advocating for is self-experimentation.
Okay.
Like, he provides a framework.
Right.
He gives you the tools, the ideas.
Okay.
But he really encourages you to become an active participant in your own health and fitness journey.
Interesting.
To really track your progress, see what's working, what's not, and adjust accordingly.
Yeah, I like that idea.
It's very empowering, I think.
So we've only just kind of dipped our toe into the 4-hour body.
Yeah, there's so much more in there.
But I mean, it's clear this book really pushes you to rethink some of those traditional ideas.
Absolutely.
About health and nutrition. And it gives you some really intriguing alternatives to try out.
Yeah.
So I guess the big question is, if you could optimize your health and fitness with just a few hours a week, what would you focus on?
That's a great question.
Something to think about, right?
Yeah, I think for me it would be about
Yeah.
prioritizing those activities that give me the biggest bang for my buck.
Okay.
Things that are both enjoyable and effective.
I like it.
So I would probably focus on things like strength training, high intensity interval training,
It's okay.
and then also making sure I'm getting enough sleep.
So important.
Because that's really when our bodies recover and repair.
Right.
So yeah, those would be my top priorities.
That's a good plan.
How about you?
Oh, man. Sleep for sure.
Yeah.
High on the list. But, I also think about like mobility work.
Yeah.
Just keeping
No, that's huge.
everything moving and feeling good.
Especially as we get older, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maintaining that flexibility and mobility is so important.
So key. Well, great conversation. We've only just begun to explore Ferriss's world, and it's clear there's a lot to discover. So keep thinking about those priorities, keep experimenting, and let's see what amazing things we can achieve. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.